And welcome back to Los Angeles for a look ahead at the 2014-15 West Coast Conference Women's Basketball season. I'm George Devine from the W.TV. We're now joined by the Santa Clara Broncos. Another new head coach, J.R. Payne, no stranger to the WCC, and Nici Gilday, one of the outstanding Broncos. And we'll start with you, J.R. You played in this league not too long ago. You've coached in the West Coast Conference. You're a basketball lifer.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
How excited are you to be the head coach of the Broncos?
Oh, I'm just absolutely thrilled. Just such a great opportunity. You know, the WCC's always been in my heart. Like you said, I played and coached two different schools, and yeah, it's always sort of been a dream to be able to come back to the WCC, and here we are. Nici,
how's she doing so far?
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, practice has been intense, and we've been working really hard, but it's been great.
JR, you turned around a program at Southern Utah, and I think when Dan Kuna and everybody else at Santa Clara went looking for a coach, they were looking for a turnaround specialist. Do you feel that that's something that is in the cards at Santa Clara?
Well, I think Santa Clara is a special place and has a lot of special opportunities. So yeah, I mean, that's when I played. Santa Clara was the cream of the crop, and to be able to visit with people like Karen Horstmeyer and people that had championship teams. Yeah, that's our vision, to turn around and become champions again.
Nici, when you look at your program, a lot of close losses the last few years. What do you see as the key to getting better and to moving up in the West Coast Conference?
It's the details, which is something that Coach has been really focusing on with us and drilling us in practice. Just trying to stick to the system and be solid, take care of the ball, but just do the little things, playing hard consistently, and that kind of takes away that margin of error.
Remember, you can ask both JR and Nici questions via Twitter. Use the hashtag WCCHoops or go to @WCCHoops, and we can get the questions to them right here on the set in Los Angeles. And Nici, in terms of expectations and leadership, what has Coach Payne asked you to do as one of the returning veterans?
Just be very vocal. It's definitely a transition with a new system for all of us. I mean, me included. It's like having 15 freshmen basically, but just trying to learn as quickly as I can and help bring the freshmen along.
New system. Tell us about it.
New system. I mean, it's just a new offense, new motion set, and defensively, it's just little tweaks here and there. I mean, a lot of this stuff is very similar. We're running some similar stuff, but it's still different.
JR, what are the specifics of the new system that you're running for the Broncos?
Oh boy, well, I keep telling them we led the world in turnovers, so we're going to really focus on taking care of the basketball. But truly, we talk about the details a lot and everything that we're doing, and really just fundamental basketball. I mean, we're keeping it very, very simple and very basic up until this point. But yeah, we hope to be able to transition a little bit offensively and be able to mix up our defenses. But truly, we want to be solid to start with.
And you come off a great run at Southern Utah. How much does your success there last year going to help you moving on to Santa Clara?
Oh, I think it helps tremendously. Just, you get a taste of that success, and it gives you the sort of the drive to strive for it every day. We believe in these gals. We weren't fortunate enough to recruit the players on our team right now, but we're really blessed to have a great group of women on our team, and we're excited about their potential.
It's funny, JR played at St. Mary's back in the late 90s, early 2000s. I remember calling your games. Yeah. And in the middle of the season, I think you had a point guard transfer, and they made you a point forward, and you really improvised well during the year. And, that point forward experience, how much, I mean, Jennifer Azzi at San Francisco is a former point guard, and a lot of former point guards gravitate to become coaches. Yeah. How much does that experience help you as a coach?
Well, I think it helps tremendously, having to be able to do multiple things. We talk about recruiting versatile players, and I guess I was one of them. I didn't know that I was too great at anything, so they had to move me around. But no, it was a great experience to have to lead a team. And have to make adjustments and decisions on the fly. I think it helped a lot in coaching.
It's interesting, Nici, having a player who's played in this conference, who's succeeded in this conference, is that maybe a little extra intangible for you as a player, just to have somebody like that to lean on?
Definitely. I mean, there's an automatic kind of foundation of trust there, just knowing that she's had success both as a player and as a coach. I mean, it's definitely comforting, and for all of us coming into a new system and really allowing us to buy in.
Taking a look at getting Santa Clara back in the upper echelon of the West Coast Conference. What's the biggest challenge, or is there a biggest challenge?
Well, I would say the biggest challenge is just the strength of our conference. We're the second toughest women's basketball conference in the West, and you know, it's the better the conference, the harder it is to rise.
Yeah, getting some look at Santa Clara last year in the WCC opening round against Pepperdine in the West Coast Conference tournament in Las Vegas. You know, it's funny, talking with coaches, talking with other media members, players. The one thing I've picked up the last few years in this conference is it's not so much the top two teams, it's maybe that from about third down to about seventh place where this conference has gotten a lot better. It's got a very strong core.
Definitely. I mean, the competition has gotten better every year that I've been here. So you definitely have to be prepared every night, not just for 2 games of conference, but every game.
Yeah, get a good look at some action right there, some chest thumping for the Broncos. Looking ahead at your schedule, I think everybody schedules with the idea of let's make our team better for conference. What are some highlights of your non-conference schedule?
Oh boy, yeah, we will definitely be ready for conference. Our toughest games, or our highlighted games, would be at Stanford. At Oregon, we're at the Puerto Vallarta tournament with LSU, K-State, and UTEP. And then we're at an Air Force tournament as well, which will be fun.
So you get to go to the Rockies,
Yep.
get to see the snow.
Yep.
You get to go to Mexico.
See the beach.
Yep. And then you don't go too far to Stanford, which is always a great atmosphere and a tough place to play. But a lot of times teams come out of there a little better, win or lose.
Oh, absolutely. Playing those type of opponents, it can't do anything but make you better and prepare you for tough WCC play. So we have a lot to learn, and I think our schedule will help in that.
Reading up on JR, you know, a number of people have said what a good coach she is. Gordy Presnell, her old boss at Boise State. Dan Coonan, her new boss, the athletic director at Santa Clara. Kelly Graves, you know, best coach ever in WCC history. Nici, what do you like so far about your new coach?
Oh gosh, there's so many things. I mean, just her attention to detail, like we said. I mean, she's very consistent in her expectations. So we know day in and day out what she expects of us, and that only makes us better. So whether it's, you know, talking in a drill, counting, very basic things that don't seem that important, they really are. And just having that expectation for us to do it every time makes us better because those little things don't slip.
Talk about your newcomers real quick. Who is joining the Bronco family that we should watch during the upcoming season?
Well, we have 6 new players this year, 2 transfers, and then 4 freshmen. The freshmen, we have Sydney Riley from Everett, Washington, who's a great shooter, a lefty. We have Emily Wolf from Phoenix, Arizona, little point guard who can also shoot the ball well. Morgan McGuire from Reno, Nevada, is a big, strong post player. And then Taylor Berry is a great athlete from St. Mary's High School in Berkeley.
Great program over at St. Mary's Berkeley. Produced the Malden sisters at St. Mary's.
That's right, that's right.
So some really good players coming out of St. Mary's Berkeley. Well, the Broncos open the season on November 14th at UC Riverside. They return home on November 16th, take on San Francisco State. And then a Bay Area rivalry to open up West Coast Conference play December 27th when St. Mary's visits the Santa Clara Broncos. So that will wrap it up for our look at women's basketball in the West Coast Conference here on our tip-off day from Los Angeles. Remember, you can always follow the WCC at hashtag WCC Hoops, or also on Twitter at WCC Hoops. For information 24/7 about the West Coast Conference and all its schools, go to WCCSports.com. We'd like to thank JR and Nici for joining us. We'd also like to thank all of you for joining us this afternoon, all of our coaches, all of our student athletes, and we look forward to a great season of West Coast Conference basketball. For the W.TV, I'm George Devine. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.